All streamers you know stopped playing music as of yesterday. Wait, what? Why? DMCA? Wait, everybody got fucked? Wait, what happened? Oh. Multiple Twitch streamers hit with wave of DMCA claims from 2019? Two copyright strikes more challenging in the past week, and if they find more, I will be permabanned. What? Who the fuck is Fuzzly though? No idea. Oh, Jake and Bake got. Oh, I don't know about Jake and Bake. Other streamers got hit with stuff recently. The hack I was supposed to do. I can't go through 100k clips and delete anything that has music on them. Scary. I think it's gonna. Yeah, like what the heck? Like what are people supposed to do? The fuck? Well, I mean, if I don't, just don't hit hit, right? Just don't get hit. No, but it sucks, man. Like, what are people supposed to do? I mean, I would say like 90% of Twitch people just use music, right? Like, what are they supposed to do? Like, they're only allowed to use music that they've like bought or something. I don't know. Like, what should people do? I mean, it's like song requests are gonna be like completely rest in peace, right? Hey, Cree, how you, man? Welcome. It's not critical. I mean, for this like sort of stuff for beginner, I'm not gonna use any music anyway, so I guess I'm safe for this stuff at least. I mean, I'll try to check out the situation. Yeah, I've not heard about this yet, so yeah, thank you for raising awareness for me. Buying music doesn't help. Yeah, like, what are you supposed to do then? Anyway. Welcome back to part 2 of the solo cell phone beginner night played, which is gonna become a Spellbreaker today actually. Spoilers. I mean, we're not playing any music here, so we're not gonna be DMCA'd, right? Lucky me. Spoilers, you will die. Let's see about that. Alright, so we're still rocking the double cold stones, around we're still rocking Veil of Shadow and the Empiric, Spectral Longsword of Frostbite, and a chilled Spectral Battle Axe of Frostbite, which I just happened to get, I guess.
See anything you like?
And at level 35 I wanna make a change here, right? I wanna use, for example, Fnatic's Overcoat. I'd actually not do this on the last stream, so we're gonna do it now. And yeah, this will give me a little bit less Aether, but more Chaos runs, also a little bit less Elemental runs. But yeah, I mean, Elemental runs can be pretty easily fixed on an app later on if you just put more points into Elemental Awakening. Which also gives me more cold damage, so it's like pretty good anyway. I could also use Herald's Jacket, which is also a really nice item for this level, like this stage of the game. But I think Fnatic is just gonna be way better because of all the total speed on top. Additionally to that, we're gonna get 2 pretty nice pants and shoulders at level 36. And I mean, yeah, let's put this pierce resistance back here, so then pierce resist is fixed at least. And we're gonna put some more points into my elemental awakening to get like more elemental restaurant.
I'll give you a good price of what I've got left.
Oh yeah, also I'm still using this Gutform's Mark of Butchery, which is pretty insane actually for leveling. Like, this Gutform's Mark, which is one of the new mice, it's actually really great for like Nightblade leveling, I would say.
Iron well spent.
Anyway, let's continue. So we have arrived to the Astrakhan Mountains, right? But I have also not done Pine Barrens yet, so let me go back and do Pine Barrens first. And also I haven't done Steps of Torment actually, right? Which I said I should and would do before the other stuff, but I didn't. I just forgot about it actually. But yeah, Pine Barrens would be like an easier like spot to start, so let's do Pine Barrens first and then Steps of Torment after that, right? So to get to the Pine Barrens, you have to like follow this road here and then blow up this barricade here. Like this. Yeah, okay. Hey chat, hey Fibo. Hey Fibo, how are you? Welcome back, welcome back. Overconfidence kills sometimes. Overconfidence wrecks streamers playing DMC8 songs around. Yo Dargon, how are you? Welcome on, welcome on. And yo Ground, how are you man? Ground Zero, welcome on, welcome on. I'm doing great. Patch is great. So, yeah. Grondon's pretty great right now. I mean, has never been not great, but new content is always nice to keep things a little bit spicier. Right? How are you guys enjoying the patch so far? Grondon Pog Champ. Which like new wonky birds have you tried so far? Seems good. Patch seems good. Nice. So here in the Jagged Ways, you gotta kill like some of these waste stalkers until you get like a Manticore poison. There it is. And then you also gotta kill Mongara, which you will always find. Like we have the map like this, right? We will always find her here, and here is like the Rift Gate, right? Always walk like this. Then you will find her over here. And she also has a new monster frequent actually. Mongara's Fangs. These are really good for like a Blade Arc Warder, for example, or like any Blade Arc soldier, I would say, actually. And the Heretics prefix gave me like +2 man flesh and bonus, like pet bonuses, right? I mean, either way, I'm not gonna use this amulet because I'm not playing a Blade Arc soldier, so. But yeah, if you are, then it's probably like really great, even for endgame now. Depending on whether or not you want to use the Blood Rager set on top. Chill Whisper Bird, KW. Have you assembled it? How do you like it? too much old stuff to try first. Okay. Oh, there's the... So here in the Shaded Basin, you don't want to go into the cave that is marked on the map. Right? There's, for example, this one here. Right? This one is marked on the map. This one here. This is the one you do not want to enter, or like you're gonna enter that one anyway when you go through the unmarked cave. So you first have to like search for the unmarked cave and only enter that one. And at the end of this cave, you will just like be able to enter the marked cave through the unmarked cave anyway. So there's really like no reason to ever go into the marked cave in this area. Just go into like the unmarked cave. Yo, Man Black, welcome on, welcome on. I'm doing fine. How about you? How about you? Are you enjoying the patch as well? You assembled it at 5 AM, but you didn't test it yet? I mean, at least you've assembled it. And that's pretty good. Are you done assembling it, or do you still need some admin rooms? Because like putting on all the items doesn't really mean you are done, right? Also, so Bloodbriar here that we just killed the boss has a medal that gives you +3 Circle of Slaughter, +3 Broadside, and also like crit damage to Ring of Stone and to Blitz. And because of that, we might actually maybe use this if it had like better rolls, right? The problem is that like the amulet I'm using has Vitality and Bleed Rest. And I mean, yeah, also it has +2 Shadow Strike. And if this one had like good rolls, I would definitely use it. But I think it has like worse affixes, so I'm not gonna use it actually. $140 blooms because of Savage Totem farming? Nuts. Well, then you have enough, yeah, for sure. Alright, Ungoliax, here we go. This is another monster with another new monster frequent actually. Which it didn't drop. But I mean, it would not have been useful for this character anyway. Because it's kind of only like a Vitality Devastation amulet, so like for leveling it's not gonna be that great. Unless you... I mean, it also gives you like bonuses to the Omen, right? So for like maybe a Necromancer, it would be actually pretty decent even while leveling, right? And it also does give you like +1 all skills to Arcanist, so if you're playing an Arcanist, you can still use it just for the +1 all skills, right? But like generally speaking, it's kinda not that great unless you're playing a Spellbinder. It's gonna be a 2-minute build. Hey Undo, how you doing? It's gonna be a 50-second Crucible build, of course. By the way, how fast does your Warlord... You played the Acid Retaliation version, right? How fast does it kill, like, Ravager now? I think Acid got, like, not even touched, right? I think they only nerfed physical version, right? I mean, which was obviously more busted, but... About turn crafting melee Acid Witch Hunter. Pretty hardcore. I think Dune Fiend is really great actually for Witch Hunters. Or do you really haven't touched the game? Oh, okay. Not enough dynamite. Should probably go to Homestead real quick and craft some dynamite though. Because these dynamite chests can actually be pretty good. They are pretty good indeed. They can drop you some like nice rare materials, for example. And dynamite needs Aether shards, right? So we have 2 of them actually. Let's just craft 2 of them.
See anything you like?
Also, we found a Face Guard of Perdition. That's a really good set, actually. Especially like when you're playing Acid, which I am not, but if I was, then it would be great. I mean, maybe it's still better than Anchorites, though. We'll see. But I have a Dune Fiend Dervish. Okay. And you could also do like SR set and like double Mad Queen's Claw, for example. That should be really great. Or like double, what I call the Rift Scourge Slicers, right? If you get like GG Road Rift Scourge Slicers, that should be good as well. You're welcome. Oh yeah, I mean, Undo said the same thing, right? Yeah, yeah. Just read it. Yeah, like Mad Queen's Claw and SR set should be like the safest option, and everything else is like probably like also SR set and then like some double greens, for example, or like even the new two-hander, right? The Baligor's Crusher, I believe. Baligor's Crusher is not bad actually. I've made a enchanter with that as well now. I'm not using SR set currently though. I'm using like 2-piece Venom Blade and like Xantarian Shoulders. That is definitely more damage than SR set, but like SR set should be like way safer. Oops. I played Protoss back in the great day. I mean, I actually played Protoss in Brood War, but in StarCraft 2, Protoss was kind of Resident Sleeper. I mean, Brood War, Protoss wasn't like too much better actually, but I don't know. Back then I just liked playing Protoss for some reason. Like in StarCraft 2, I used to play Zerg in Wings of Liberty, and then I played Terran in Heart of the Swarm and Legacy of the Void, I think the third one is called, right? Yeah, I played mainly Terran like the last couple of years, if I played any StarCraft at all. No Zerg Rush emote for pet builds? Yeah, not yet, no. Should make one. No Cannon Rush emote for range characters. Kek W. Cannon Rush is like one of the reasons why I hated playing Protoss in like StarCraft 2 a lot actually. I mean, you could kind of do the same in StarCraft 2 as well, but like in StarCraft 2 it became kind of meta actually. Also, yeah, I don't really play pet builds, that's true. I mean, I played one pet build now. Yeah, building around SR set is generally a little bit boring, because it's like just crazy good defensively. And like offensively it's not even that good sometimes, like it depends on the build a lot. And if you have like a damage oriented set for your damage type anyway, then you, well, like kinda want to like use that instead most of the time, right? So we've killed this guy as well. I mean, this guy has actually a monster frequent as well, which you also did not get. But I mean, that was also... It's like a blade trap and wasting like a bloody pox thing, right? So it's not even that great either. Anyway, we're gonna use this one. This one is gonna leave me like much on Aether Rest, right? I didn't really need to put the points here then. Whoops. And this one gives me Pierce and Stun Rest. I mean, I'm gonna lose some elementary rest here actually, right? So that's actually fine. And okay, now actually I put the perfect amount of points into that for elementary rest, right? Yeah, that should generally speaking be a lot better than before. As also it's fine for hardcore. I mean, yeah, on hardcore you can and should use it, right?
Tinkering is my specialty.
So let's use another soul shard here. Let us use the resilient plating over here. Let us use the ancient armor plating down here. And we're set, right?
Come see what's left of my wares.
Actually found a second perdition set piece again, right? I only have 2 pieces.
Iron well spent.
Scuffed Aetherus, yeah, it's pretty scuffed right now. It was worse before. Anyways, you go back to these guns, right? They give you actually lots of experience, as you can see. Now we're gonna... Yeah, we've basically done everything in Act 3 now as well, so we're gonna start making our way towards Fort Icon. You have a scuffed pet Kabbalist. Alright, we can check it out later, yeah. So these Aztecan roads are honestly one of the emptiest areas in the game. They look like kinda large on the map, but there is not really like much in these areas, right? There's like one part of the hidden path in here, and like 3 lore nodes, right? And that's it. So they're pretty empty, so you can just like zoom through here without like missing anything anyway. So yeah, like this Turf South, which is a pretty good read if you want some chills, right? Other than that, oh, there's a totem actually. Okay, at least we can do some totems now. Totems do such a good job at like bringing life to empty areas, right? Such as this one. So what do we got? Garbage, garbage, and more garbage, right? Okay, nice. Started as pets and now it's something. Okay. Here you have door number 3, and you also have the 2 suspects, Sylvie and whatever the other lady is called. Oh yeah, it showed red, yeah, I actually missed him, right? But I mean, he's just a hero, right? He doesn't really have an MI or something. Yeah, that's true. There is a guaranteed hero in here, but even he's kinda empty, right? I mean, Ragarathar has an MI at least, but I mean, Ragarathar is like arguably in the most like content-dense area of Ostrakan Valley, or like mountains, namely Ostrakan Valley, right, where you have Tomb of Korrak, we have Mogdrogan, right? What is also lag? Hello? Stop it here. wanna use the glitch? You mean the zoom glitch here? I mean, just do it again. Trial and error, right? It's fine. So we are level 37. Right? So now at level 37, there's not really anything else I want to use here from Night Blade. Maybe I want to like put 1 point here still. You could also like take Blade Barrier like as a like panic button, but honestly it's not even that great. So let's just use Arcanist, right? Let's start pumping like some points here. Let's start using this Conjurer's Elemental Exchange on top, which will give me like some more elemental damage, right? Which is not bad, but I mean, the ability is not really like super great, so it's not really like a reason to max it out. We're gonna skip the tomb for now. Don't really have a quest attached to it yet. Let's say cast receptor though, right? Stone Height of Haste. Okay. That might actually not be that bad, right? I would have to like switch around my boots like soonish probably. I mean they're still fine for now, but the proc is pretty nice. We can use these for like another like 5 to 10 levels probably. Hey Teddy, welcome on. We didn't get any bridges this patch now, but I mean that at least means that we're gonna get another patch, right? Yeah, I'm gonna drop a portal here actually because there is a pretty nice boss to kill down at that tomb of the Archon here. This one here. When is mobile version coming? Not before Xbox version, that's for sure. Time to rip to my car. Click W on that. Time to rip to Reflect. So the reason I dropped the portal there is that I can go here to this portal first, right, and then go back to this portal here. A new DLC with the next patch. I mean, the only DLC that's gonna come is like another Loyalist pack, right? There's nothing else gonna come. I must say. So Malkadar is, I believe, the... I guess the boss down here, obviously. But also I would need to be like respected with the comments chosen to actually get the request, right? This kinda sucks. Maybe if you kill like some more of these guys, actually be able to... How much do I need? 5,000, right? Yeah, maybe if you kill Malkadar and then like kill him again, like farm reputation with these guys a little bit. And the main reason why I want to kill Malkadar is actually not because of reputation, it's just because he has a pretty nice sword, which is basically like these, but like way better. But like not way better, but definitely better than these that I have right now. Because it does give me not like skill bonuses to like Whirling Death or Shadow Strike. It does give me skill bonuses to Execution actually, and Execution is arguably like one of the best skills in that play. Right? I mean, Shadow Strike is really good as well, but Execution is arguably still better. Right? Also, you wanna like take a small shortcut here, right? You don't have to like go around here. You just go to this corner and then press here. Cheater, hurry! So there's also a secret area down here, which you can check out if you want to. You don't have to, but I mean, there's another boss down here, and he actually has another like new monster frequent as well. I think it's called Necrothon or something like that, right? So let's check it out here. So we have a ancient spirit totem. This is gonna give me constant loot again. So a dynamite chest on top. Yeah, it's definitely worth it to go here. At least every now and then, right? Also, there's actually a shrine down here as well, which is kinda expensive though. Especially like on higher difficulties, I would advise you to not take the shrine. On lower difficulties as well, like on normal, I think he needs like set up purple mat. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of a scam, but you can still like use this, right? At least on normal it only needs like one purple mat, on elite I think it needs 2, and then ultimately it needs 3 purple mats, right? And that's like a total scam in my opinion. Like you should not do that on higher difficulties. Vigorous of Battle Fury. Battle Fury, chance and crit. Health regen. Like it heals me and gives me OA and DA. But it has like 30-second skill recharge, right? That's crazy. Also my current gloves gives me give me +2 to Night's Chill. That's just too good to take out, right? Yeah, no, not using any of those, I think. Mystic of Mercy's Flurry though, this is +2 lethal, so that's crazy as well. I mean, the +2 lethal assault is arguably even better than Night's Chill, but resistances are worse, right? -1 Ancient Heart, yeah. Shadow Strike is the best skill, listen to me. Mutilation is the best archetype, listen to me. Oh yeah, it's I mean, it is kinda, but it's also very much, not too much fun, right? Because it looks so scuffed. That's why I thought it said. I mean, my emotes looks pretty scuffed as well, let's be honest. Pistol Warlord got nerfed as well? Yeah, I did. Who would have thought, right? Anyway, let's wait. Oh, he doesn't even spawn if you don't have the quest? Really? Oh my god, okay. RIP! So much for debating SSF on people to go here. Yeah, we need to farm this up to 5k first. What the fuck? Dude, that's so disappointing on so many levels right now. Really? We have to... Okay, yeah, we have to get the quest first, so we have to be friendly with... I mean, respective of the comments chosen, and then we can go there again. And then, like, click mark with that, right? I actually did not know that. Today I learned.
See you around.
Prepared.
That's so scuffed though, like what? They just...
Good.
Oh, I'm talking to the wrong guy, there we go. Episode 2, scuffed. Scuffed prefix of scuffiness, right? I mean, I kinda never went there without the quest, to be honest, so... Yeah, I actually did not know that you need the quest to spawn him. Because I either just skipped him on characters where I like didn't need to get the item, or I did him whenever I had this quest, right? Why is my inventory so small? What do you mean? This is like what happens when you don't use leveling gear. Like, this is solo 7, this is not like using any gear. Like, not any leveling gear. That's why. And if you don't use the merit, right, then you... Saber's merit, right? If you don't use it, then you need to, like, gap the inventory through quests. Just like every new person playing this game as well would, right? Cup. Anyway, Commander Lucius has a new monster frequent as well, right? Which you also didn't get. But, I mean, it's kinda useless for me on a Nightblade anyway. It's like a two-handed Aether weapon, right? Which looks awesome, has an awesome ability as well, but yeah. Would have been useless anyway, so it's fine to not get it. Yeah, I mean, it's the internet, right? And the internet, it's sometimes a little bit hard to, like, tell whenever people are being sarcastic or not. Like, sometimes it's still, like, super easy to tell, but sometimes, like, if you don't know the people well enough, it's not that easy, so Kappa does help sometimes. Kappa Kipo. 1, 2, 3 helps as well.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Can be hard IRL too. Yeah, I mean, maybe like people should say Kappa IRL as well, right? So since this is a solo self-found character, right, you should always, like, if you're like one of your first characters, you should befriend Anastasia, right, because she has, like, a bunch of augments, a bunch of, like, faction items that you might be interested in, and you wanna basically, like, have all of your options available to you, right, so, yeah, if you don't have, like, a Like if you're not like speed leveling, I don't know, your 10th or 20th char, right? You might need like all the augments that you can get, right? So we should acquire the Bone Hunter, she says. Should we do that? I think we're gonna do that after killing Logorian, actually. Like Logorian is gonna be the vanilla game boss, right? Act 4 boss, so I'm gonna proceed to the Necropolis here for now. Always kill her? Yeah, I mean I do too, usually on like my other characters, but like, if you need some of her items, or like you might need some of her items because you're like I don't know, it's like your first character, right? Then you should probably keep her alive and do her quests. This blue looks good for you, yeah, I mean I can't read any names, like I can't read your name properly. What's the endgame word for this one? I have no idea. It's gonna be whatever we're gonna get, right? It's SoT, so you can't really like plan characters that well when you're like playing SoT, right? The plan is to have a dual wield Spellbreaker. Like dual wield cold Spellbreaker is basically all like of the plan that we have, right? Also, I think the game crashed. Oh come on. Yeah, this patch is kinda crashy, I'm not sure why. But the hands. Should have maybe like waited for the first hotfix or something before doing this. Oh well. Blue colored names appear gray on your screen, really? Yeah, this is like my, I think, 4th crash on this patch actually. And like on the entirety of the last patch I had maybe like 2 crashes. Like in the last 3 months I think I had like 3 or 2. Xanda's sand crashes are your fault. Okay. Tell me more about it. Why am I also logging on this character? Hello? Doesn't even like remember which character you had after the crash. Beginner Sandy, right, there we go. There she is. Maybe graphic card overheating? No, definitely not. My card is not overheating at all when playing like Grim Dawn. And I have not had any issue on the last patch, like ever. Like I had like 1 or 2 crashes, like in like 3 months, right? Which can happen. Like after playing 10 hours or something, I don't know. But like on this patch, I don't know. It feels at least worse than before. I mean, I can't really tell you like why and so on, but it does feel a little bit worse for sure. So yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna try to go for the Necropolis again. Let's hope we're not crashing. Hey Ginger, welcome on. Do we have the command updated for this character? I think so, actually, right? Yeah, should be fine. Okay. Heal Circle of Life. Welcome on, welcome on. You watched the conversion one, very detailed. Did you have to put it down to 0.75 speed as well? I don't think I was talking that fast, but apparently for some reason like for some people I was talking too fast. I do agree that like some of my cuts that I made were like too sharp, right? Like should have like not done them like that quickly, right? I kind of wanted to like make the video shorter because it was already getting out of hand a little bit, but yeah, oh well. Necro Rifts? Wait, which Necro Rifts do you mean? Wait, what are Necro Rifts even in this game? You mean the Chthonian Rifts? I mean, I crashed twice, killing Master Ravok in Fort Heron, right? Then I crashed once now in the Plains of Strife, and then I crashed once in the main menu. Those are like the three. Oh, Necropolis portals? Not anything in specific so far, no. Have to slow it down a bit. Okay. Yeah, maybe I was speaking like a little bit too fast in that specific video. Probably. Oh well. I'll try to avoid that the next time. Crashing Pod Barbarian. Nah, it shouldn't like crash there every time. I'm sure it's called Pod Lagberry for a reason, right? But I think Pod Lagberry is like one of the most prone areas to crashes in general, but more because like sometimes if you're like your computer is not like the best, that can happen a little bit more often in that area than like in other areas. I think Pod Lagberry is like the only place where I also like crashed once on the last patch. But I've never like crashed in the main menu or something like that before, so it's kind of weird. I mean, there's literally no way to get Decree of Eldritch outside of Pod Lagberry now, right? Because you cannot actually get it in the Crucible or in SR anymore. You literally have to run the dungeon now. There's no other way to get it now. They've changed that as well. But yeah, Gobsmacked, glad you liked the content at least. That's good. That's good, that's good. Just trade it. Yeah, I guess, yeah, just trade it, right.
Well met.
Panther 26, thanks for the follow. Welcome on, welcome on. This one has a pretty decent chess piece as well, actually. It also has dodge, right? But I think the total speed still beats this, especially since we're not playing Acid. If I was like playing an Acid not played, I would probably use this. But I'm not, so I'm not gonna use it. Hey, it's Bester, welcome on, welcome on. Oh yeah, the steps in Pod Lagberry, yeah, they're... I don't know, like the design of Pod Lagberry in general is like not the best, I would say. There are definitely like more fun areas to farm in Grim Dawn than Pod Lagberry. Yeah, this guy also has a new Once Infrequent, which we also did not get. But also I don't think we need it anyway, so that's fine. We're here for the shrine anyway. Also there's a small shortcut here, right? Click on this torch and then this door here will open, then you can at least skip walking like back all of that, right? So I mean, it would have been even faster if we like dropped the portal here, went to the portal here first, and then like portal back just the same way as we did it here with the Tomb of the Archon. But yeah, I kind of fucked that up, so yeah. Oh well. How are we with comments chosen, by the way? Still not respected. Oh well. We gotta kill more Chthonians, right? Okay. Yeah, after the Glory Realm, for sure we're gonna be like friendly, right? Or I mean respected. And then we can go back to Tomb of the Archon and kill Marco the Arrant, finally. Flamebrand. Flamebrand would be pretty good if you're like playing a demo, right? What is this? Or like the Virus Smite as well, right? Or Ignafire. Or Ire of Reckoning. Interesting. Flamebrand is a really good fire weapon actually. Because it also has fire resistance reduction.
Took you long enough. The cult of it appears that
Took you long enough, yeah, indeed. This guy's so triggering now. Anyways, after this thing here, right, Murmur, I want to take Google as well for the proc, for the defensive lifesteal proc. And for like tier 3 devotions, I kind of want to go for, well, either Ultos, Ugol, or Leviathan, right? Until then, though, we're just gonna get Blizzard, right? Like, we're gonna get Ghoulish Hunger and Blizzard. It's like 3, 4, 5 points in total to get both, right? And that's gonna be pretty nice for damage. Which played in vanilla, Force Wave, but all around Devotion seems not so good. I mean, Alderon is not that great for Force Wave in general because you... Like, Alderon is kind of melee, right? And Force Wave is medium range. So I will take Azraka Devotion instead for Force Wave. Probably. Oh, he's playing vanilla? Oh, my bad. Yeah, you could just also like go like defensive stuff, right? Like offensively, you can just use like a tier 1 devotion to spam, right? You could use either Falcon or Bull Rush as like a spam ability, right, for offense, like to bind to Force Wave. And for tier 3s, you just go for like defensive stuff, such as Obelisk. I mean, you don't have to get the active when you're like not using a shield, right? But like these nodes, 3 at the bottom, and also this one is pretty good. Light of Empyrean is also pretty good. Defensive Devotion. Like these 3 should be solid, right? If you don't like Auto-Run. But yeah, like, outside of Auto-Run, there is like no tier 3 physical devotion when you like only have the vanilla again, right? So log took you 20 seconds, no damage taken on the Cherry Whisper Reaper. Nice. Wait, are you playing Reaper or something else? What was it? Oh, Infiltrator. Infiltrator, right? Not Reaper, actually. Yeah. Am I German? I mean, I guess I can't hide it. I am German, yes. Blade Fury. That is a pretty good two-hander. Especially when you're playing around Blade Arc. I'm French. Almost. So we killed the 3 blood wagons, right? Let's just go down to the Logorian. Yo, Scatterbrain, how you, man? Welcome, welcome. Why is everybody thinking? The doctor and the Scorvus thinking. Hey, why is the chat like disconnecting from me? Hello? Are you still there, chat? Ah, you're still there. I think Twitch is being weird today. I don't know why. Started the shaman? Yeah. Yeah, you should use a devouring swarm first and then the pox after that. And I mean, just use both later. I mean, devouring swarm is gonna fall off quite a bit because it's basically just a debuff. It's like very good for leveling and for like the first, say, 15 levels. But after that, it kind of falls off. So many good two-handers, like Prismatic Eviscerator is also pretty good two-hander. But I don't want to play two-handers, right? Light Blades don't usually play two-handers unless you get like huge bonuses out of them. There's no shrine here actually in normal. Arcanes. We gotta focus these guys ASAP. Damage just seems still like pretty sick actually. I don't know why, but it's... I kinda know why. We're like using 2 well-rolled weapons. Also we have Rumor Devotion now. We're just destroying things, right? And wise for Bone Harvest, Siphon Souls leveling? Isn't there like a Spectral Warmaw that you can use? I think Spectral Warmaw is a pretty good leveling item for that. That one gives you like additional RR to Siphon Souls, I believe. Now Bone Harvest is kind of fine for leveling, I think. I mean, Ravenous Earth is like generally speaking a little bit better. But Bone Harvest and Siphon Souls should be fine. Cobra Trickster at 100. Feels faster to hit Cabanas. I mean, yeah, it's also gonna die faster, right? Cobra Trickster is really squish, but as long as you're only playing soft cards, that'll be fine, right? It's like a huge DPS spell though. Like, I think Cobra Trickster at some point in the game was like the fastest killing dummy, like the fastest dummy killer in the game. I think it was like 2-piece Corval set and then like double Markadar swords, right? Like GG rolled Markadar swords with the like execution bonuses. That's insane damage. Trickster a dummy. The fastest dummy. I mean, this is really great for Witch Hunters actually. The Bloodborne Blade, or what is it called? Bloodthorn? Bloodlord's Blade, actually. It's really good for Witch Hunters, actually. Music monkers. Oh yeah, this fight actually has new music, or like... it's not really that new anymore. Got like new music like a year ago, right? Rest in peace, Agra. Well, and it's dead. So much for like vanilla boss. This is a nice pair of pants actually. Plus 3 shadow dance, cold damage, chance to avoid bad attacks. It's pretty good, for sure. But is it better than what we have? That's the question, right? Also, Dreadnought's foot pads are pretty decent for like level 40 plus. Fizz and Pierce, especially the Fizz is pretty nice. On the other hand, my Aether though sucks, right? Mantle of Weeping Eye is actually pretty nice as well, I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty good. Plus 2 Elemental Awakening and plus 2 to Iskandros, like both of those. I should just use it, right? Like too many stats that we get from those for free. Also got Alchemist's Belt, which has the homebrewed potion active, which is like a circuit breaker, which is pretty good for like hardcore, for example. So we should probably also use this actually. So this and this, I guess. It also gives me like plus 2 Nidalas, just the Fireblends, which is this one at Merciless Repertoire, right? Like the skill bonuses are pretty good as well. I am gonna lose some Bleed Rest though, but I mean Bleed Rest is not like super important, I would say. Especially not on normal. Off667, thanks for the follow, welcome in, welcome in. What did you get, Redden? What is this? Runecasters, Agniborg's Backthrower of Ruin. I mean, a Fury actually. 31% attack speed and 39% casting speed. What the heck? That's pretty decent, yeah. Pretty good, actually. Does it benefit to constantly cast the wrong swarm? No, it's just a dot. You just have to like make sure that it's active on the enemy, but it doesn't really like do anything to like cast it over and over. Except like draining your energy, right? Oh yeah, also we're gonna get our first legendary item here, right? Because this guy here, like this quest, when you like kill Logorian, would always give you a legendary item, right? No matter which level you are at. You'll basically always get a level 50 legendary, right? Just gotta make sure we're not like selling something I need, but I don't think I need anything of this actually. I mean, these have like insane armor already, but yeah. Logorian's Shoulder, this is the monster frequent from the boss we just killed, right? Which is actually really great if you're not playing like an Aether Ray build or like a Ignifar build or Dubolt build, but other than that, it's... For the build I'm using right now, it's not really that great. Kinda undecided on these two.
So our great...
Attack through. It's gonna be way too loud, right? Yeah, let's just skip it.
Good,
You can look at this at home if you want to.
You see the Luminari of long...
Excuse, my father and I were...
So what is the legendary we got? Oh yeah, this one. Venomancer's Raymount. I mean, if we were like playing Acid, then it would be great, but we're playing Cold, so it sucks, because it converts my Cold to Acid, right? It's literally one of the worst items I could get here. Oh well. Oh well. So this stuff is like she, or like he rather, gave us the items to proceed towards Act 5 with now. But I'm actually gonna do some other vanilla stuff before that. Like we have not finished the vanilla story yet. On the other hand, once you have done, like once you have talked to Creed there and like you've watched the sequence, etc., the spirit guardian Devil's Crossing is gonna be dead, right? She's gonna be rest in peace. So if you have Forgotten Gods expansion, you can still like go to Chronicle level 3 and respec over there. But if you don't have that, you have to go to Act 5, right? So let's just do like the very first part of Act 5 until we meet the like coven over there, right? The swamp coven, whatever they're called. Yeah, rest in peace, Sadina. She died defending Devil's Crossing. Okay, I mean these guys are going to be like what, level 10? Level 18, okay. But you have to go here to open the way. And you have to go like to the northeastern corner here. And this is where you can click on this Aether barrier. You can purge the barrier with the pendant that Creed gave you, right? And then well, you can kill this guy, obviously. And then you just proceed here. How does my 200 oppressor hold against the dual wield Death Breath Fire version? I think I'm testing the Bone Monger. You mean against the like Aether Reckoning version? I would say it should be a little bit better. Not much, like both builds are kinda, they're good builds. But not like OP builds, they're like fine builds. They're good builds. And the 200 version is, I would say, like a little bit better. But not like a lot better. So I could also like choose to get like a 2-piece Perdition set on me, right? But it's kind of only got like good when you're playing Oathkeeper or like Acid, Nightblade, right? And it would make me like really tanky because of the like all the armor that I get here. But other than that, it doesn't really give me like enough. So I think I'm just gonna stick with what I have right now. Like, if you just kill people, like kill stuff too fast, then nothing can hit you back, right? I mean, you shouldn't kill people, right? Don't kill people. Over here in this area, I mean, this house here is kinda not important on normal and elite. It's only gonna be important on ultimate. So you can just skip that one safely. The things you want to look out for are the shrine and also Garrett Torvin, right, that you have to save here. So the shrine is always going to be like behind this house here, the second one. You just go through the stump and and then you have arrived here at the shrine. So we got a Shrewd Basilisk Mark of Prowess. These Basilisk medals are really good as well, and like obviously way better if you're playing Acid than if you're playing Cold. But it might even... It does give you like +3 to Nindalas though, and that's pretty good. Even when you're playing Cold. I mean, Shrewd of Prowess is like, what, double cunning, which is honestly not that great. If we get like one with like sick affixes, we're gonna use it nevertheless. But if we don't, I think we're just gonna keep our Gut Worm Medal. Second die to Everest Maribel. I mean, you don't have to go into the basement. You you just go to the house and click on like a chest that gives you the Nane's stash, right? Lore note. Because that's like a start for the local questline, right? You go for battle mage for double damage reduction source. I mean, damage reduction doesn't stack, so no. Just go tactician. Tactician should be like 10 times better. I mean, even on the tactician you have like double damage reduction, right? Because Aura of Senjure has damage reduction anyway. So maybe you don't even need to like use Warcry, right? I would probably just use only the Aura of Senjure on like the tactician and then maybe skip Warcry even. Oh, you mean like absorption and damage reduction? I mean, yeah, that does stack. Yeah, that does work. Yeah, I mean, those are like different things. Like Maven Sphere gives yourself a absorption buff, right? And Warcry gives enemies a damage reduction debuff. So that does stack. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But like Inquisitor has Inquisitor Seal as well, which is like flat absorption. So that is pretty good as well. The problem is gonna be that like if you're going for battle mage, that yeah, you have like 0 resistance reduction from classes, right? And that's not good. Like tactician should just be better. I mean, yeah, battle mage would be like a little bit more defensive, I guess. But I mean, as long as you stand on the seal, you should be pretty tanky as well. Oh yeah, so we gotta kill Caraxes here, by the way. I just killed him, right? I just went here without saying anything, right? You gotta go, like, in the Gloom Vault. After you go past the second Rift Gate, you gotta go... where's the second Rift Gate here, right? You gotta go, like, here, keep left, keep left, keep left, and then you go into the Den of Caraxes, and then you kill Caraxes, and you get his heart, and that's what you need to, like, persuade the guards from the Coven to help you out, right? And instead that comes into... I mean, you could always like use this RSAT if you have it, right? Because like Arcano is kind of a like standalone two-hander, so as RSAT fits very well together with like standalone two-handers. But other than that, I think Bonemonger set would be like the best if you're playing Inquisitor, because Bonemonger set does give you like additional RR to Inquisitor Seal, I believe. And like Bonemonger set does also like give you like insane bonuses to Inquisitor Seal, which is like gonna be make you just way tankier. I don't know. I think like both defensively and offensively, like Battle Mage doesn't even like come close, because like Tactician can just use Bonemonger set, and that's like a way better fit for Tactician than for like any Battle Mage. Right? I don't think it gives you like a single bonus to Battle Mage, so yeah, just go with Tactician. I mean, Madagan played the build like way back, like 2 years ago as well, or like 1.5 years ago as well. Car access. Thank you for the resub, Undo. Welcome back, welcome back. Car access, kick W, yeah, score of W. We're level 41, we just spec like 1 point here, 1 point here for the offensive ability as well as 8th resistance. Like I was struggling with 8th resistance a lot, right? So we can just like put more points here to get more 8th resistance. Also we have a useful 1 pointer in Mirror of Erioctes, right? This one is basically a panic button, right? Which is actually like way better than Blade Barrier, right? When you're using Blade Barrier, you become like invulnerable for 3 seconds, but you also cannot move and not attack. You can't do anything, right? Mirror of your Ruckus are the same, but you can still move and attack, so I mean it's just like straight up way better. It does have like a little bit higher cooldown, and you also don't regenerate health while using it. But like, yeah, it's way better. What the fuck is the Searing of Scorching? Like, what are these? What? +4 Granado and no, dude, if you like leveling, if you like leveling a Spellbreaker, right? With Granado and like Empyrean Guardians, if you get this, GG, you're set for like you're set for like, I don't know, up to level 94, right? What is this? I mean, sure, you can get better items before level 94 as well, but you could also like make it to 94 just with this weapon, right? Smart dude, OP. Yo, Teufel, welcome on. Yeah, like Smart Dude makes these pretty common actually. Now we're here in the Agdenborg, to like efficiently clear the Agdenborg, to do like all quests and not like skip any quests. First of all, you wanna go over here to Janaxia's den and kill Janaxia. Have I deleted my bots already? Wait, what? No. Oh, you mean because of... Oh, yeah. You think it's gonna affect me as well? Maybe it will, right? It's so stupid though. I'm not sure if I should do it, but maybe I should, yeah. I mean, I didn't get like any notification that I have to. But are they gonna give me a notification? Oh my, I have more band. Wait, there's a chest here, right? There we go. Yo, online bells, how are you, man? Welcome on, welcome on. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing fine. But yeah, like Twitch people getting banned or like threatened to get banned because of like playing any music is like, what is this? Is this the end of Twitch? Spell is pretty good nice actually as well for like resistances around. Pierce and kills are both pretty useful. Also I have like unnecessarily low pierce rate right now because I didn't take out the components here, right? Whoops. Exactly, right, Adios, like either like their algorithm is just gonna ban me or nothing will happen, right? But I'm not gonna get a notification probably. You had to already? Wait, you already did it? Wait, when? Yesterday? Like today? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do it as well, like after the stream today. Well, what the fuck is this? Like, why? I mean, you might just disable Walls down now, like... Walls are just rips. And Twitch tweeted. Are you following Twitch and Twitter? I mean, maybe I should as well. Maybe I should do it before I get banned, right? But like... Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, right, like if you're using Twitter for information, that feels like you're like a Trump follower or something. Cause like, I don't know, normal people don't use Twitter for like information. But I guess if like Twitter doesn't, I mean if Twitch doesn't give you like notifications, right? Then I guess we would have to... Oh my god, okay, that sucks. But like, how's it gonna be in the future? Like, do we just not use VODs unless we have normal music? I mean, I guess I'm just gonna play like solo Sapphire and leveling them because we can't like listen to music, right? What is this? Song requests are gonna be like only Grim Dawn music and that's it. I mean, yeah, I think that's what's happening, right? Like, rather, that's basically what's happening. They're just mauling and like trying to fuck up the streaming industry, basically. At the hands, dude. You can skip this, by the way. Oh yeah, next thing you wanna like look out for here is Silvaria's Den. So Silvaria's Den has 3 spawn locations, one here, which is like where we got it actually, and then like 2 more. You can check them out on grimtools.com as well. But yeah, you might stop streaming altogether. Just go to Mixer, right? I just disable mods, right? But like, it's even clips, right? Like, how are you supposed to delete all of your clips that like other people do? Like, Twitch is set up to have this clip feature, right? Like, they would have to disable people making clips, right? Because like, how is the streamer supposed to like check all the clips that people make, right? Or you simply just don't use music anymore, like you literally don't use any music. Yeah, so I guess we're just like, yeah, I mean, we're gonna listen to Grim Dawn music for the rest of our lives, I guess. What's this? So stupid. Let's go back and say some stuff here. Yeah, like, Mixer is actually looking attractive now, that's true. But like, what if the same happens to Mixer, right? Like, why would it only happen to Twitch but not to Mixer? Yeah, all of these suck actually. I don't need any of these items. Also, I still didn't farm marketer, right? What am I doing? Should have like stopped at the Coven, right? Then I went like full Agdenborg mode. Oh well. So let's re-equip this here. I'm not gonna use actually the anti-venom sword because I have like crazy poison rest anyway. But I could use those a dense fur, right? I could use a dense fur here instead. Dense fur. Craft one of these. This is like a base craft as well. You can like very easily craft those and use this here instead, right? Also, why do I not have anything on here? No need. Yeah, let's just use this stuff instead. Dance game fur, yeah. Indeed, indeed. So, yeah, I'm gonna take out some points from. I wanted to go here to get the spirit, like get to talk to the spirit guide again, right? And the spirit guide is gonna be over here in this corner. Novi, the spirit guide, and I'm gonna take out some pawns from Elemental Awakening actually again.
Safe journey.
And put these points into Phantasmal Armor instead. This is gonna give me Pierce Rush, and that's gonna be great. I could also let's put like 3 points here actually and put like some more points into overload for the Aether rest because I need that as well. Like I need that like way more actually. Yeah, I think for now it's just like lay low, don't play music, right? And wait what happens, right? It's like the best we can do right now, I think. Just make your own music though. I mean, Nine Bells could just sing all the time, right? But what can I do? I can't do anything about that. I mean, I could just tell you guys, like, play your own music while you're watching me. That's probably like the best thing to do. But like everything else is just gonna suck, right? It's gonna suck for me when I get banned. It's gonna suck for you if I get banned because you can't watch me anymore, right? Either way, so before I forget what I was gonna do here, before I actually like continue on with the Bagdenborg because I went already like too far, then I should have. I'm gonna go back to Sora's Bastion here. Yeah, music is so key for the atmosphere. That's true. True. We're gonna talk to these guys here. We're started with Comments Chosen, and we have finally arrived at respected status, right? And once you're a respected status, you're gonna get a new quest if you talk to this guy down here. Yeah, that's true. You can also listen to like copyright-free music. I mean, that should still work, right? Yeah, there's like a channel. Yeah, I'm sub to like a channel on YouTube that has like copyright-free music.
See anything you like?
So that should still work, right? Yeah, I'm dumb. Why did I not think about that? Thanks for the reminder. Cruise bus. Yeah, there are lots of channels actually. Like copyright-free music. The game's own music is better for immersion. Depends. Depends if you wanna like go for immersion or you wanna go for speed, right? Something like that. Either way, let's go back to the Tomb of the Archon, right? We have now the quest to slay the necromancers guarding the ashes, and the necromancer that's guarding the ashes is gonna be Malkadar. And Malkadar is the guy I wanna kill to get like better swords, to get like better weapons here. So ideally we're just gonna kill him twice and get 2 swords, right? But let's see what's gonna happen here. Maybe we don't get any, maybe we get like, I don't know, shit rolls, right? We'll see. But let's try to make this run quick, because we might have to do it more than once, like, or rather more than twice. Yeah, exactly, Dureka. That's so true. Like banning streamers for like having background music. I mean, maybe it's because of all the like the. Oh my god, it's like just chatting fucking us over again. Like, there's so many just chatting streamers, right? That are like literally just like dancing to music all the time. I mean, it's still about the dance, right? It's not about the music. Like, their content is like mainly the dance, not the music. But I can understand that like music is like an integral part of their streams. And if they didn't have the music, they would not be making any money because like nobody would watch them without music or like without dancing to music, right? So is it because of them? Question mark. Banning free advertisement. I mean, yeah, that's another point, right? I mean, if you're like streaming with certain music on, right, then people get to know certain bands that they maybe would have not known or like listened to before, right? Like I've also like started to listen to some music that I wasn't listening to before because of like some streamers playing certain music. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure like how to handle it perfectly, but yeah, as you said, like the supermarket example was pretty well done actually. Like, and you could argue that like music in streams is like a little bit more important than like music in the supermarket, but or like in the radio. Or rather, I mean, the radio is played because I mean the radio is not gonna like ban you for like listening to them, right? And the radio has usually like paid for all the music, right? They have like contracts with the companies, with the music companies, right? So like listen, I guess if you like, what if you like listen to radio on stream though? Would that still get you banned? Anyways, we got a Thunderstruck of Frostbite. This seems good enough to use for sure. It's gonna be awesome actually. And I think I'm gonna use it instead of the Battle Axe for sure. Ideally I wanna just use 2 of these, right? So let's try to get another one. This is already looking good. Bayern 3. Oh my God. Please no. Bayern 3 streamer.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Apothecary's Touch. Apothecary is like a generic tanky set that is not too bad actually. You can use it if you want to, even on a build like this, but that's pretty boring to play,
Iron well.
so let's not do it. Instead we're gonna try to farm Market Order once again, right? And yeah, just use like 2 of the Market Order Blades, right? Let's hope he just gives us another one. But I think he has like a 50% chance to drop it, something like that, right? So if we get 2 out of 2, it's already pretty lucky. If we don't, well, we're not that lucky. By the way, these are even better for like Reapers, right? Same thing for the Spectral Battle Axe actually, right? If you're playing a Reaper, Necrotic Edge, so much damage to Necrotic Edge, right? Reapers are pretty good for these items as well. We had a famous court case in my country, government trying to force hairdressers to pay for radio licenses because the radio was playing in his hair salon. Long story short, turns out no one goes to hairdressers to listen to radio. So are they like allowed to use the radio again or not? I mean, the court decided that they are allowed to use it, right? Because nobody goes there to listen to radio, right? Yeah, they don't have to pay for the license. Yeah, that's how it should be done as well for streams. Like, they should, like, differentiate between streams that people would visit without music playing, and streams that should, like, be visit, like, people would not visit when there's no music playing, right? Maybe. But like, how do you do that, right? %50 of streams are in the background. You mean like people don't like actively watch them? They just let them run in the background and just like watch whenever the streamer says, "Oh my god, that was so close," stuff like that. I mean, maybe. Yeah. Here's another one, right? Yeah, we got 2 out of 2. Nice. We're lucky. And we got a Chill of Alacrity. Oh boy. Dude, the smart dude is so broken. Like, what is this? Thunderstruck of Frostbite? Okay, Thunderstruck prefix is actually not that great. And we have Chill of Alacrity, right? What is this? So broken. Either way, let's get the cold stones on those new weapons.
Tinkering is my specialty. You say that.
And hand in this quest. 600 weapon damage execution. 265 and then like 120 on top, right? So yeah, it's already like 400, like 385%, right? I should just like max out execution now, right? I should just max it, like, not even kidding. Just max it. Oh yeah, also we can find and kill Bane Gargoth, right? This is another quest to do. 3 Glacial of Frostbite while the Rottest Tome in a row. Yeah, Smartwood is a little bit ridiculous. But I guess like in the, like overall, I would say it's okay. Hello Junin Bay, how are you? I don't have a final build for the Spellbreaker yet. Because this is gonna be like solo self-found leveling, right? And just gonna like go with like whatever we're gonna find. The idea though is gonna be that, well, we're gonna be like dual wield, cold damage, and well, yeah, like using whatever we find, right? Honestly, why did I farm these? I could just like farm Janaxia now, right? Like for the chill straps. Like those are even better. I mean, maybe next difficulty, right? Also, Locksmith doesn't spawn in normal, right? It only spawns in Elite and Ultimate. I'm not even sure if like the chill straps are that much better though. I guess it depends on the rolls. Too bad I don't have default attack replacer so far. I mean, it's not really needed while leveling, to be honest. As you can't see, right? It's not needed at all. But like once you find the Shard of Burnoff blueprint, you should craft Shard of Burnoff like ASAP and use it, right? Just use Shard of Burnoff. Is it a random drop? I think it's a random drop though, right? Or can you like get it somewhere? Can you buy it somewhere? So Bane Gargoth is always gonna be here in the Forsaken Waste, so not like in the next level. So you gotta like find the portal that takes you to the next level, which is gonna be like in the north, I believe. Yeah, over here. Here's the portal. This one will take you to the Obsidian Throne. And here in the Obsidian Throne, you just kill them, right? Also, this one has like 1 or 2 chests sometimes, I believe. Yeah, like this Exalted Stash here, where you can get lucky and get some good items, maybe not. There he is actually. Bane Gargoth died in like 3 seconds, seems good. This guy also has a new monster frequent, which you can farm if you're like, for example, interested in playing a Fire Force Wave Commando or Tactician. Like, basically has a Fire Force Wave weapon, right? Fire Burn weapon for Force Wave, or like shield rather. So yeah, now we also got this quest. This guy also gives you a weapon. Wield of Fate, which is actually pretty decent. Like if you're playing a ranged character, right? Wield of Fate is a pretty decent weapon because it does have pierce through, right? Also, Zolhan's Battle Plate is not bad when you like playing a Soldier Nightblade, for example. It's pretty decent, like Wait, we got Death Gel already? Oh wait, what? Okay, we're gonna craft this for sure. Wait, how did we get it? Was it like a...
Iron well spent.
Did we get it from the quest here? Okay, we're definitely gonna craft this. Like, once you get Death Chill, you should 100% craft it ASAP. So what do you need for Death Chill?
Got any more scrap metal?
You need a Glacier, you need a Gale, you need Gunslingers, Silver Core Bolts, Death Chill Bolts. Okay, so Silver Core Bolts you can buy over here. Right?
Come see what's left.
Silver Core Bolts you can buy here. Gunslingers you can buy here as well.
Iron well spent.
Now where do you get, what is it called, Gale and Glacier, right? That's what we need as well. So Gunslingers needs a resilient plating, which we don't have right now. Polished Emerald, Serrated Spike, we should have those, right? Yeah. And one Tainted Granitor, we have one, okay. So we need a resilient plating for the Gunslinger. And now I'm gonna quickly check out where you got the Gale and Glacier blueprints, because these should be... Yeah, we need 2 hearts for these two as well. I mean, yeah, I have 2 hearts, that's perfect actually. These should be faction items as well, right? Faction relics. So, let me check real quick. You can check this on grimtools, for example. So, wait, what? Wait, they're not faction blueprints? Are they random blueprints? Ready? They are actually. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna assume that you got these, right? Because like these are like tier 1 relics. They should be like really easy to find early on. You just like do some totems, you just do some dynamite chests, right? And you should get these. It should be really easy. And these are like what, level 25 relics, right? As long as you do like all the totems that you do find, all the dynamite chests, you should like get these blueprints really easily. So let's just craft these two, Glacier and Gale. And what do we need for Death Chill then? Yeah, Silver Core and Death Chill bolts, right? Death Chill bolts need 4 chilled steel, 4 scrap, okay. And Silver Core bolts need 4 imbued silver and also 12 aether shards. Are you kidding me? How many crystals do I even have? 36. Okay, 12 shards. 4 imbued silver there. Wait, where did you get imbued silver again? I think imbued silver is a blueprint that you get from a faction as well. And that faction is called either Common's Chosen or Death's Vigil, if I'm not mistaken. Right. Let's see here. Scuffed SSF.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Just a little bit.
Give you a good price on what I've got left.
Oh no, here you get Black Tallow, which is also good. Haunted Steel, Blessed Steel, right, these are good as well. Plus Weststone. Let's just buy all of those
I
actually.
well spent.
They're easy to get, why didn't you find them? Wait, where do you get imbued silver? It's so scuffed that you have to look. I mean, yeah, Soul 7 works smoother if you just reset your game, but that's also like not that easy to do something. Like sometimes, like to reset your game while also like not wanting to reset your game. Like trying to reset your game just for like one character is scuffed as well. I would have to like play on a different account or something, right? Just buy the game twice, I guess. Play with like another Steam account, right? I don't know, that's so scuffed. So if you can craft imbued silver, at this stage you should craft it, and yeah, you just need like emeralds, crafting sponge platings, and aether crystals for that, right? You need 3 crystals for 1 silver though. How many do we need for silver core? Bolts? 4, right? Okay, I guess we're gonna farm some aether crystals real quick. So one of the fastest, if not the fastest way to farm aether crystals is to just go to Warden's lab and then like backtrack here, right, to kill all of these clusters here. You get like easily 10 crystals per run here. Alright, there we go, we got 13 crystals, seems good. So now we're gonna be able to craft 2 more imbued silver. You felt a 3-hand yesterday? Yeah, you can do that ground 0 as well, but I don't know. I don't really like want to mess with my files too much. So, what was it? Imbued silver, right? 2 of these. And then we can craft silver core bolts, right? Yeah, 12 shards, 4 imbued silver, 4 rotting blood. Yeah, okay, perfect. Now we can craft, finally, a death gel, right? We have 2 manticore eyes though? We don't have manticore eyes, right? Yeah, we don't have manticore eyes. So where do you farm manticore eyes? Well, you farm them in the jank waste, right? Luandre, I'm not clicking on them because it doesn't do anything, because I already know them. I'm kinda like using them only to like kinda know which blueprints I'm kinda like allowed to craft. It's not like 100% working that way, but like I'm trying to do the solo Saffron route, but I did not reset my account. Like I still have all the blueprints from like my other characters. So this does help me like know which blueprints you should be able to craft at this stage of the game. But yeah, basically that's why. Yeah, that's why I'm keeping these, and I'm gonna put them in my stash as well. Also, why are there like no manticores here? There we go, manticores. Oh, this one could have also like spawned manticores, right? But it didn't. It did not. Oh, well, I hope this area is gonna like scale high enough actually. Otherwise I might have to like do Ancient Grove to get Manticore eyes, right? Man, farming Manticore eyes is so scuffed, what the heck. It also needs 2, right? I gotta do this at least twice. Yeah, we didn't get one from... I don't know, like the other Manticores, they have like a even worse chance to drop somewhat. Yeah, I guess... Yeah, I'm gonna check out like what's the drop rate on those, on Mogara. Mogara. Oh, yeah, you can't see that. There we go. Mogara, notable loot. Manticore Eye, and she was like what, level 44, 45? So she has a 30% chance to drop a Manticore Eye, so on average, you're gonna have to kill her 6 times, right? Or even 7 times. Okay. I mean, yeah, welcome to Solar Southbound, right? Veteran mod has higher drop rate. Yeah, we can try Veteran on the next time I reset. Deadman's Gulch. Oh yeah, that's true. But I mean, I think none of those have like a higher chance to drop eyes than Mogara, right? I don't use Dream Returns at all, no. I don't need it. I don't like it. Or rather, the only thing I do like about Grim Eternals is the damage calculator, right? That's pretty smooth. But other than that, I don't need it. I don't really mind like pressing the pickup button. I don't like click on it. I'm using the pickup hotkey, right? That one works way better. Also, I kind of want to like keep the game as vanilla as possible for people to watch me as well, etc. The only thing I'm using is item assistant for stash. But like when you're playing solo Sapphire, you obviously don't use that either. But yeah, usually I do use item assistant for like stash, yeah. Other than that, no mods at all, no. I mean, I don't need rainbow mod. I mean, I do suggest rainbow mod for like new players because it does help you like learn the game, like learn the affixes easier. But I don't know, I kinda know most affixes anyway. And I feel like it would clutter my screen unnecessarily, so I'm not using it. But yeah, I do suggest the rainbow mod for new players, because that makes it like way easier for you to like see which items are monster frequents and which are not. And also it makes it easier for you guys to like see which affixes are magic and which ones are rare, right? I don't know, I should maybe like get rid of these actually. Just one point of these, probably not that great actually. It's so nice now though that you can overcap weapon skills, like you can get more than 20% chance on the Nightblade skills for example, right? You can get up to 45% on these now. It feels so good to have like a 25% chance to use execution, right? I'm not gonna get there, but... Oh yeah, these elites might drop some as well, hopefully. No? Oh yeah, I'm playing a veteran, right? But things just die just as quickly, right? Oh, never mind. I'm dying just as quickly as well. Oh my fucking god, and now she got healed, really? Yeah, welcome to veteran. I don't have full pierce thrust right against her. Like one of the problems. The funny part, there we go, yeah. Indeed, that's the funny part. Double or triple rare? I mean, Demialani, you should know the game well enough though, right? Don't you know like a lot about the game already? Like if you have 2 rare affixes on a monster frequent, that's basically a triple rare, right? Like the only difference between like a double rare and triple rare is that like double rares have like a white base, like a preserver base, redeemer preserver stuff base, and triple rares is basically like an eye base on top of it. Do I have any triple rares equipped? No. Thunderstruck is a rare, but of Frostbite is a magic, right? And this is magic prefix, magic suffix. Shield of Alacrity is like double magic. But the weapon is still green because like Barkadar's Spellblade is a MI, and MIs are always green, right? Dude, is that a scam? I thought it was like 30% drop rate. Let's get more Pierce Rush against Mogara though, since we're farming her right now. But yeah, certainly if you're playing softcore, if you're not playing hardcore, and you wanna like learn the game better and faster, then I do suggest you to play on veteran, not on normal, because like the wall, like you will have a way smoother progression between like normal or like veteran and elite than like normal and elite, because veteran is kinda just as hard as elite already, like not quite as hard, but almost as hard as elite. So you will like learn much more about the game on veteran than you will learn on normal. Right? Average. Nope. You can't like transmute other rare mats to Manticore Eyes, right? Manticore Eyes are standalone rares that cannot be transmuted towards, so yeah, like you literally have to get it, right? Just got it. These are pretty decent though. No. Oh yeah, we got a augment though. Augments are things in the game that can be added towards all of your gear pieces on top of components. And like after doing the Pine Barrens quest line, right, you get a augment here, which gives me what, like some flat poison damage and more damage to Chthonics. So let's just use it on probably this one actually. Doesn't really matter too much on which one though. Thunderstruck, Overseer, Eye of Thunder. Nice, congrats. I should farm some of those for like my elementalist, right? Shouldn't be like that hard to get actually now. Oh, there's one, nice. I just need one from her as well and then easy clap. What the heck? How do like the elites drop more magic or ice than she does herself? Oh, well, at least we got one. One more to go. Hey Dark Moon, welcome, welcome. Three hours later. An eternity later. There we go, nice, okay. Seems good. The Lightning Storm? Lightning Storm? You mean the devotion? That's the Rowan's Crown, if you're asking that. I mean, or you... Oh, do you mean like the... I don't know, this is elemental storm, right? This is like the circling stuff around, like the circling stuff. And the like thunderbolts that like proc around you is from Reckless Tempest. If you're asking for that. I'm not sure which one you're like asking for, but... Either, like, that's like the lightning bolts, like proc around you, and this one is the, like, I don't know, this looks like a stationary whirlpool, kind of like a storm pool, kind of, instead. So anyway, you got the two Manticore eyes.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left. Put it to good use.
And now we can finally craft a Death Chill Relic.
Can't scrap 'em out.
And the Death Chill Relic is insane actually, because it has a aura as well, the Death Chill aura, which we're gonna use here as well. And this does add lots of flat cold and vitality damage. It also gives me like plus 125 cold damage, right? Which is a lot, as you can see here, right? And also my like single target DPS is gonna go from 3k to almost 5k, like what? This is, Death Chill aura is so broken, like at this stage of the game at least. So yeah, like as soon as you can craft it, you should craft it. So let's put some of the like components over here into my personal stash here, since we're not gonna use a shared stash on this character, right? Let's put this stuff here. So yeah, I think it's just time to use these, right? These are just better defensively, I think. On the other hand, I would lose run speed, right? Maybe I'm not gonna do the switch then.
Come see what's left of my wares. See you around.
And the belt is pretty good as well, though. Piercing. Chaos. Wait, why does so much chaos resistance? Oh yeah, Malkadars give me so much chaos resistance. True. These weapons have like base chaos resistance, that's so crazy actually. Let's just put the stuff here. Can think about it later. So next up, there's still like some more stuff we can do in the vanilla game here. Such as, for example, the East March, right? We haven't been to the East March yet, we haven't gotten the Fang of the Bone Hunter yet. Hey Atakan, what is this Charbot? Casual gameplay? I mean, not necessarily casual, but oops, we need more materials, right? But it's more about like a starter character. Starter character for either soft or hardcore. Wait, they buffed chest runs? Wait, what did they buff about them? You wanna wear your dynamite with you. That sounds kinda... Did they? That would be crazy if they did. Oh, they... No, what you're thinking about is... Malkadars. They buffed Malkadars. And that's what I'm using. That's not Chest Drive. Chest Drive is the other one. But I think they didn't buff the damage on execution, they buffed the damage on necrotic edge, right? Which is like more helpful if you're playing like a SSF on Reaper, for example, right? I mean, Chest Drives and Storm Drives should have like the same drop chance, also like the same drop chance on FXs. So I guess you're just getting unlucky. Or like you should play a build around Storm Drives maybe instead, right? So here in the East March, you have a couple of things to go for. First off, you have the Stroll boss here. Baligor, the Swamp King, who actually has a monster frequent as well now. You have to be a little bit careful with this guy though, he does hurt a lot. If you have like low armor, he's gonna hurt you a lot. And he has this Tyrant's Baligor's Crusher now, which is also a Acid Ring of Steel item. So if you're like playing a Acid Nightblade, this is actually really nice now. There are actually lots of items for like solo Sapphire and Witch Hunters that are pretty nice now. Like I think Witch Hunters are like, in general, like Cold Nightblades before were pretty good already, right? And they got like a small buff in this patch, but not like something super amazing. For Solo Sapphire though, Acid Witch Hunter, like Acid Nightblades in general, so like Dervishes and Witch Hunters, like a huge bonus, like a huge buff, so like so many new items to get. They're not like necessarily better in the endgame than Cold builds, but for Solo Sapphire they're like pretty legit now as well, I would say. Because before they were kind of like way worse than Cold for Solo Sapphire. Like not way worse, but certainly worse. And now they're maybe just as good. Also this one over here, Kaliska, who drops the bone fang, right? Has also this bone, what am I doing? This shield here, which is also good for blade arcs. If you're like playing a blade arc, one-handed soldier, you can also use this, right? So let's go back to Anastasia here. And she's gonna tell me to go into the... or rather to get the Archive of Fates Untold, which is basically down at the Steps of Torment. So we're gonna go to Steps of Torment, but before we go there, I also wanna show you the hidden path, right? We can do hidden path right now, I think. This is better than guillotine. I mean, definitely not, right? It's also like, it's physical blade arc, right? It's not, I mean, you can also play around bleeding blade arc, I guess, but I don't know, man. It's not better than a guillotine, right? Definitely not. And you're using a shield, which could make you tankier, but definitely not more damage. Like 100%. Like it has maybe 50% of its damage, if at all. I don't know. But aim for leveling, right? If you wanna play like one-handed blade arc for leveling, why not, right? Nena Visni. Welcome on, welcome on. Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, I should get you like another grimtools probably for like this level right now, right? Because some things have changed. Such as the weapon. Or the weapons rather. So let me update this link here. I mean, yeah, this is a hidden path area, right? Where you have to go here, blow this up, go here, kill the boss, get this runestone here, and then the paper, I mean, the lore note will tell you where to go next. And we're gonna go there now. Just like the Broken Hills, so basically next to Steps of Torment anyway. Being down is no fun for you. Oh, it can be pretty fun actually. And I think it's nice that the game has one damage trap that you cannot convert towards, and also it cannot be converted itself, right? Because that does mix up like build making a little bit. Like if everything was like the same, but everything could be converted, right? That would be boring as well, right? So bleeding damage does add like another challenge to build creating because it removes possibilities, right? And yeah, you basically gotta go over here to this stone here. And you open this up, and then you go in here, and then you kill the next boss here. Bleed versus undead. Just get resistance reduction, what the heck. People like crying about bleed against undead are like the same people that like cry about like aether damage against ethereals, or like elemental damage against I mean, elemental damage can be way worse, right? If you like fight human ethereals, or like especially the humans from like Act 7, right? Those can like roll crazy elemental resistance gear on top, and like they're literally invulnerable against some elemental damage, right? I don't know, like I think like bleed is not special at all there. Like just get resistance reduction. Either way, we're gonna get into the we're gonna go into these Steps of Torment here. And just kill everything here as well, right? This is gonna give us another shrine, and also give us the Archive of Fates Untold, ideally. Unless we die to Alchemos. Yeah, usually GOG is like a little bit slower, but not too much It's maybe like a day difference or like some hours difference. .8 KDA and 2.6 KOA without anything except aura and no revered omens. That's pretty good, yeah. It's pretty pog. Yeah, we're gonna get Blizzard next, right? Blizzard is gonna be pretty nice for deeps. What did I put Ghoul to? Wait, I didn't get Ghoul yet. Why am I... Time to peg, I'm at. Why did I start with the... Wow, okay. Why did I start with Blizzard when I don't really have Ghoul yet? Oops. The cooldown of Deadly Aim starts like going down once it's on cooldown, like once it deactivates, so it's like 50% uptime at best. I mean, it's still good, but it's not 100%. So you get a key from the sky, right? And then you just spam the key on the store, if you feel strong enough, to do a dungeon where you cannot port out, and if you die, you're gonna... Well, if you're playing hardcore, you're gonna die anyway. And if you're playing softcore, well, even then you will like be thrown out of the dungeon, and you can't go back. Unless you like reset the game, but then you have to like go back here, craft another key, etc. Right? So, I mean, just don't die, right? And legendary item number 2 is Gauntlets of Ingafar, which is not terrible actually, because it does have attack speed. But is it really good? It also has a bunch of armor, right? It's pretty tanky. I might want to use it for the armor actually. Oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna get an Ilgor medal here, right? And if we get the Everlasting Blade Burst medal from him, then we're definitely gonna switch around medals, right? Because the God War medal is kinda reaching the end of its lifetime. It was pretty good though, like the God War medal was actually legit for leveling up until this point. Like the Flat Pierce getting added to Blade of Steel, Ring of Steel, bonus points to like fumble from Circle of Slaughter, right? And then you can also convert the pierce damage to cold via the transmitter. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's the guy I need to go for the quest for Archives of Fates Untold. Then we also have a Ancient Spirit Totem here, which, well, shouldn't be that hard for this character because we just kill everything before it even spawns, right? Yeah, I guess it's kind of slow for leveling. I mean, it's not like super terrible, but it's definitely slower than, say, Warrior's Might, for example. Or Hour of Reckoning. Alright, Igor. The Eternal. What the heck? I executed him so hard. What? Consecrated of Ruin. Let's see which one this has. This one is the ABB one. Nice. I mean, Consecrated of Ruin aren't like good rolls. Like, of Ruin is only physical damage, right? But Consecrated Prefix is pretty good. Also, it does give you 10% HP, which is not bad at all. Also, slow rest and Vitras instead of poison elemental. I mean, that should be fine. For sure. Yeah, we're gonna use this one at level 55. Oh, that's a high level one though. Oh, you reset for the patch? Nice. Yeah, that's true with Oath. That's very true with Oathkeeper as well. If you just mix skills like Judgment, Aegis, that already feels like way better than just like doing one spell only. It also like depends on like which weapons or like shields you have, right? For example, if you have the one shield from Act 3, right? The Judgment shield. I think it has also like fire damage base, right? So it should be really good for like Fire Judgment and like Fire Aegis of Menhir as well. It should be pretty good. Also, this area here, Anguish, has a shop, which, as you can see, can like sell you spectral items. So if you're like not happy with your spectral items, you can like get Shield of Frostbite here, Shield of Alacrity, right? But I mean, Malkadar weapons are kinda better anyway. But yeah, if you want to like play Shadow Strike, for example, instead, you can just like buy 2 of these, like these 2 Shadow Strike items, for example, and just use those instead. Hey Igor, welcome on. Is there a weapon vendor for acid weapons? I don't think so, actually, no. I mean, that's also one of the reasons why cold is a little bit better for solo save on leveling still, I guess. Also, there's a small secret area over here, right, behind the crumbling wall. We'll get another hidden spoils here, which is not gonna spoil you too much because it's pretty trash. But maybe you're luckier than me, right? Alright, Alchemos. This guy can hurt quite a bit, so respect him. But I mean, you also should hurt a lot with your execution Malkadar swords, right? So just kill him. Acid. And he also has, well, a weapon that's pretty good for Nightblades, right? If you like this two-hander a lot, then you can also like consider playing two-hander instead, right? It's a debate though, to be honest. Like, dual wield is still gonna be better. Unless you wanna like play, for example, Cold War Smite, right? If you're like a dervish and you wanna like play Cold Dervish, and you get this one, then you can play Cold War Smite, right? Why not? That actually does work. That's not too bad. Anyway, we've done this Anasteria quest, so let's go back to Anasteria. Better than oh yeah, way better than Shield my blade for sure. Way better. Vendor in the Ancient Grove. Vendor in the Ancient Grove has like spark throwers and stuff like that, right? Or like bargold weapons. So those are not really acid weapons either, right? Acid weapons you should just farm, I guess. Just get them, right? Did we get these again? I got like 3 of these boots already. But yeah, we're gonna save the metal for sure. Skeleton key? I mean, yeah, I mean... I guess it's like... Yeah, okay, let's just skip it. I mean, you should like know that you can always craft skeleton's keys once you have done the... These are really pork though. Shade leather leggings. Like once you have done the Steps of Torment quest, you can always craft skeleton keys, right? Either way, shade leather leggings, plus 2 Night's Chill, elemental rest, cunning, dodge. These are pretty good. Also 600 armor. They do require level 50 though, so gonna keep them for now and wait until we can get them, until we can use them. So we still have this hidden path quest, right? So we have to like look for path number 3, and path number 3 is gonna be over here at Astrakhan Road. Oh wait. Give me that. On Ingram, don't do building is wild as a custom. True. I guess, yeah. Also recommend Red Valley, man. I still don't have like good Aether runs. And I have like still the garbage bleed runs as well. So to at least increase Aether runs, we can put more points here, right? The guidance. Time to rerun to the nerfed build. Yeah, they did. I'm not sure about like how much, but they did, yeah.
Well met.
Wizan 32, thanks for the follow and welcome on. What about the guns makes it good for retaliation? Because it can pierce through enemies. So if you combine that with like the brokenness of range retaliation overall, like if you use double Jackson's bullets and storm spread, and well, you hit all of your enemies with that because like all of your things pierce through, right? Then you will apply your rata with each single projectile to everything, right, that you hit. So yeah, it will clear like the entire screen like with one shot, kinda. I mean, not with one shot, but like that's at least how it was on the last patch. It got nerfed though. I'm not sure how much it got nerfed. I didn't like check it out myself, or also like look up other builds that other people that have played those kind of builds. Maybe Arcane Undo, our retaliation expert here in chat, can answer that question. Spellbreaker Pog. Welcome in City of Rain, how are you? Pog Breaker. Yeah, I mean, Silver Sentinel, for example, should be like really easy to get, right? But I mean, other than that, you can also like just use greens, right? Kuba pants are pretty good as well, right? Just kill some Kuba Cabras. Wait, there was a totem here, what am I doing? More guns. Wait, something of Amarissa's Flurry. Plus the Lethal Assault, that's good. Are these better than Mantle of the Weeping Eye? That is the question. I think they are actually better, because this has like way more armor and also more HP, right? Member of the Weeping Eye has like 50 OA though, right? 50 OA, 28 Spirit. That is quite a bit. Like losing so much away. Not sure. Wait, but Vigorous Prefix gives you... it's only 3% at low road. What about actually? Complete Dark Mode set? Nice, congrats man. Finally you can play the broken Vitality Casters. I mean, they are kind of broken in terms of like which content they can do, but they're like not the fastest farmers, right? They're not like super fast, so I guess they're fine in a way.
Well met.
Arhan, welcome in. Bombs and Force Wave. Wait, who's talking about what other filler while Force Wave was on cooldown? Bombs and Force Wave? For example, right? It could work, definitely. At least for leveling it could work. Like later on, not sure. But for leveling, for sure. Wait, this was a sentinel? Just blinked and it was dead. I don't know, it's like if you hit 2 execution hits on an enemy, right, it's just gonna die. Like instantly, kinda. If you get only 1 or less than 1, then it's gonna take a little bit longer to kill these enemies. So we have gotten a secret skill point as well from this, right? Seems good. And we should... Yo, thanks for the prime as well, Arkan. Welcome in, welcome in. Enjoy these emotes and thank you so much for your support. I'm gonna continue in Act 5 now, right? We still have some quests here to do. Maybe do like Bastion of Chaos and Toddler a little bit later. Noni? Also, I should check out Black Legion, right? Friendly, not respected yet. Once we're respected with them, I should check out their faction vendors, because they can like sell you blueprints as well for belts that have +1 all skills to Nightblade. And I should craft those then. Right? So yeah, I should do that. Ear rape sounds. What? Did I rape your ear? I'm sorry. I need to get a better microphone, like pretty soon. I just need to like decide which one to get, but I should get a proper microphone, right? Because the one I'm using, I mean, it's a headset microphone, right? It's not even like the best headset as well, so yeah, for streaming, it's not the best, right? Oh, I mean from the original? Oh yeah. But yeah, either way, I do plan on getting a better microphone. Something like mic thickcast, for example, would be an improvement already, right? Huge improvement, actually. No problem, mate. Absolutely loving your YouTube content. Nice, glad you like it. Happy to see you streaming. Yeah, happy to see you here as well. I have a question. I want to level a Nightblade, but I don't know if Dervish or Reaper is stronger. If you don't have any gear, like waiting for your character, then... And also, even with gear, Dervish is certainly stronger than Reaper. I mean, Reaper can be a very fun class though, and can also be strong, but it's kind of gear dependent and also a lot that... I would say like Dervish is just like the better class in general. Reaper is kind of a... or like a little bit more of a niche class. It got quite some love on this patch, but... For example, like these swords are really great on Reapers as well now. But I would still say that like Dervish overall is just a better class, and... I mean, Dervish also got some love on this patch as well, so yeah. If you are like... Unless you absolutely want to make a Reaper, I would just say make a Dervish instead. Because you're gonna have like an easier time leveling that instead. And also like for endgame it should be way better. I'm not gonna sell this actually. I should keep it and like think about it a little bit more. Because it should be not bad. It's only like another 30 item though. So yeah, since I said we were gonna go friendly with all of them, let's go so friendly with Barrowholm here. And do their quests, so that'll be get some reputation with them. Hey, City Tactics and 630 Sedan, how are you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Replace some meme class without endgame gear? I mean... I think it's not that memey now anymore. But... it's definitely still way worse than Dervish. Yeah, just go with Dervish then, yeah, for sure. Is Adios here? I think so, yeah. Maybe he left already, I don't know. No, I'm AFK. Yeah, there he is. Scarf phase to ruin your fapping session. Also, did I get some shrines? I did, right? I should finally maybe like use Ghoul actually, thank you. Should have used this like 3 shrines ago, right? Whoops. I actually finally got to SR51 character. Nice, congrats, man. Yeah, you have to shard. Yeah, you have to climb each shard one by one. Yeah. Unless you have waystones, but I mean, you don't get waystones unless you have already been at that point, right? Just got to level 85 and completed Ultimate Vanilla. That's my first, but thanks. Right, what have I done without your guide? It was still you piloting the guy, so congrats to yourself. Like, thank yourself, right? Good to hear that. What does FAP mean? Have you tried googling it? Nice. Hopefully this quest is not gonna be fucked up, right? Because sometimes you go here before handing the other quests. They tell you to like do it again. So it's gonna be like extra safe, you hand in the other quests first before going here into the mine. And I mean if you're like SoT found, right, like beginner, first character, whatever, then you should like probably like hand in quests whenever you're done with them anyway. So that you know like what you have to do, the next step, right? Hello, Sierra Domin. Welcome on. You have a question about Blade Master? Alright, ask away. Oh yeah, there's no shrine here on normal. There's a shrine here on Elite and Ultimate, I believe, but not on normal. Am I close to partner on Twitch? I might become close to partner now, yeah, with the patch, yeah. I mean, I need like an average of what, 75 years? I'm currently at 65, I think. But I mean, for example, yesterday I had an average count, like an average viewer count of 100, so I mean, yeah, thanks to you guys if you stick around. You could be part of me making it to partner stages, right? Not even 69, I know, right? It's not even 69, man. And then you can watch me get banned again because we were gonna play some music. So horrible right now. What is this? Maybe a bad time to play SoT Dungeon? You think less people are watching SoT Dungeon? I'm not sure. I do plan on like mixing it up a bit. I just wanted to like do at least like the normal playthrough first, like that all at once, and then like mix it up a bit between like SoT Dungeon and like other stuff.
I am so, but of course they are.
What? Oh yeah, we gotta handle this cost as well. There we go.
Yes, we've always had.
Alright. Now get her, I mean his fetish now, right? That's the risk score, yeah, indeed. Yeah, maybe. You might be right, Ryan. I mean, the Witch Hunter is kind of a new patch build, right? But it's maybe not the best. Got a full Belgo set, but I don't know whether I should use it or use Cadence and Deadly Momentum. I mean, what are your options? Like, which items do you have for Cadence and Deadly Momentum? Like, you can also use both on top. That's the thing, right? You could also like use Cadence as a like buff, like just use Deadly Momentum. But that's, I don't like it that much. I mean, it is possible to do, but I would not necessarily recommend it. Use Charzoo's Word Eater. That would be... Like, Cadence is only better than Belgothian if you have, say, Reaver's Claw, for example, like double Reaver's Claw, I would say it's better with Cadence, or if you have like some other Cadence support items. So, I mean, yeah, the question would be like, which items supporting Cadence do you have right now?
Have you done?
Because if you don't really have like GG items for Cadence, then I would just go with a full Belgothian set, it would be like way better. Yeah, then just go, like, just play Belgothian set then. It's crazy good anyway. Use Cadence for him.
Well met.
I mean, yeah, with Reaver's Claw, Cadence does have pretty decent AoE actually, that's true. Also, thanks for the follow, welcome.
Now that you ever
Alright, so we did some of these quests, right? I need to pick up another bloom that I put here, right? There we go.
It's safe with me.
Give her a bloom here.
Do you have the material?
Oh yeah, I still haven't renamed that to like skip a meme song. Maybe like skipping a meme song is gonna be a meme anyway now because there are not gonna be any memes left, right? Like no meme songs left to listen to anymore, right? Pep the hands. Oh yeah, there's also another lady we can talk to, right? Oh no, we did already do that, never mind. It's every third hit in Grim Dawn. This is not Titan Quest audios. And with like weapon pool skills, you can kinda make it like every second hit actually. No, but like some of the weapon pool skills, I think like if you like dual hit or something with them, sometimes they like count as 2 attacks, like they count as 2 charges. So like by default it's every third hit, yeah, but like you can like cheat a little bit with like weapon pool skills, I think.
Final preparations for the ritual art.
Oh yeah, we need to be like more trusted with these guys right before we can do that quest. That's fine. We don't really need a quest. Didn't need your quest anyway. Alright. Let's max this out for the Aetherus and also OA. And what else? What else? What else? We could put some more pawns into this now actually, right, to get more total speed. Yeah, let's do that actually.
Got something you need stashed? I'll hold on.
Do they have any good like items to buy?
Come see
Let's
what's
check them
under
out.
my wares.
Relic Scepter, Relic Gluttony, Relic Hysteria, Relic Fortitude, Relic Fervor. Okay, let's buy the relics. Everything else is for like level 65 at the moment. And we don't really need these. It's like +1 Arcana, +1 Inquisitor. That is not needed at all. Let's check out the Black Legion Wonder.
give you a good price on what I've got left.
Oh. Yeah, the Legion belt, right? This one. That's the one we need and want, but we are still only friendly because we haven't killed enough Chthonians, right? Black Legion also gives you reputation whenever you kill... Oh no, actually it's Ethereal Vanguard. Or Outcast. Well, I think I fucked up my reputation here by like siding with Anastasia, right? Okay, let's do like one bounty real quick. I know bounties are like Omega low, but let's do one bounty. I mean, they are in the game exactly for situations like this, right? $3.2k hours, by the way. It's like 3.3k now, I think, actually. Gotta get to 6.9k and stop playing. Maybe. What happened to this guy? He just died. Another chill frostbite. Holy shit, smart to the soul. There you go. Makes it so easy to get good items. But it's fine, right? I guess. I'm not sure if it's fine actually. Not even sure if it's fine. Wait, what's your... the door doesn't stay open, right? If you press it once, right? No, it doesn't. So many hours in grimtools. You got us in mind this time though. That's the vitality of wire smite there, so yeah, I'm not gonna use that here at all. I mean, I just did it for the rotation anyway, so let's see what we get here. Hopefully we get like 300 at least, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. We are respected now, we can buy the blueprint, right? So we can buy Legion Belt, we can buy Arcane Spark, Relic, blueprint, whatever, yeah, let's just buy everything. And now let's craft the belt, right? The cadence sets. Yeah, I'm gonna think about it later, maybe. So, whenever you're crafting stuff, right, it doesn't matter where you craft, because these smith bonuses, which you cannot see because my camera's in the way, right, there we go, will roll on top of your crafted items, right. So, for example, know thy enemy from the Legion Smith will give you either Chaos or Aether resistances or HP. So we craft a Legion Belt here, which means 5 scrap and 1 blessed whetstone. Do we have a blessed whetstone even? Let's just craft that real quick. A blessed whetstone. 3 spikes, 3 crystals, 3 scavenged. Where are my crystals? Oh, they're in stash.
Got something you need stashed?
Yeah, okay, I have enough
Come see what's left of my wares.
I definitely have enough. So we need a, what was it? Blessed Whetstone, right? And now we can craft a Legion belt. We're gonna roll either Chaos, Aether, or HP, right? And we got the HP, I guess. Also, a Legion belt of Scorching, which kinda sucks, right? So let's do another. Let's steal here. Oh no, that's what's so. Oh, sorry. Oops. And let's just do a Legion belt. Resistant has at least fire and cold rest, and also rolled 2% Aether rest on top. So this is fine. We're gonna keep this, I think. Should be fine. Should be good enough, right? We're gonna lose some poison rest, but we can just go back to the anti-venom sword that I had before, right? Just use that instead.
I'll keep your stash safe. I'll keep an eye on them.
I'll give you a good price on one. See you around.
Okay, so now we also got +1 all skills to Nightblade through the belt, right? This is actually awesome, because, well, I mean, +1 all skills is a lot of skill points, as you can see. So we can also pull 1 point from Weight of Shadow again, because, like, overcapping that is kinda not that good. Yo, Immortal, welcome on. I started 100% fresh again, so I lost all of my plants, etc. Wasn't there a plan to craft dynamite? It's not a blueprint, you just craft it at the Homestead Smith, like the one in Devil's Crossing can never ever craft it, you just have to like make it to Homestead for example first. Or I believe the Conclave Smith can craft it as well, I might be wrong about that one though.
Turmoil within you. Farewell. Answered questions? Ah, my bad. Scuffed. Scuffed streamer. So what do? I think I'm pretty much done for this episode, I think. Like, we did everything up to the end of Act 5, right? Like, we would have to go into the Void here now, into Act 6, and also do Act 7, right? We can do those two on the next episode, episode 3, right? Like on Wednesday, for example. And also do like the other dungeons, right? I mean, rusted leveling? I mean, not really. It's like a one-pointer. This is just like execution leveling. Because you have Thunderstruck of Frostbite and Shield of Alacrity. Like 2 runs, 2 swords, right? Yeah, just get them, right? Easy clap. Also, welcome in, Sino. How are you, man? And these devotions are... Well, I kinda want Blizzard, right? So maybe I should like continue until I have Blizzard actually, and then like stop streaming for... I mean, not stop streaming, but like stop the episode for today. Let's do it. Yeah. There's also like actually 2 shrines that I missed here in Act 5. Let's just get those 2 shrines, right? I actually missed one area here on the bog, which has a shrine and also a free Wendigo spirit, right? Yeah. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, Lucas, welcome on. I mean, this is just a solo Saffron character right now, so I don't really have an endgame for this guy. Like, not a planned endgame. The only plan is that's gonna be a dual wield cold Nightblade. Or like cold Spellbreaker rather. And Spellbreaker has lots of options, or rather, you just play a Lena's Necklace and then you play Oh yeah, we could also farm Elena's necklace, right? I think so. We are respected with Devil's Crossing now, so I think that quest should be available now. Let's check it out. Maybe we need to be honored though. SR set and do a chest drive. I mean, SR set does not allow you to use Elena's though, right? That's like the one big disadvantage of using SR set. But other than that, that's like one of the best builds, right? Killing Ugdal, if he's bad man, yeah. I mean, if you save him, you wasted one when you go Spirit, right? If you just kill him, you get one for free, right? But yeah, rest in peace, Ugdal. One more question: is full Belgothian set Blade Master considered endgame? Well, yeah, pretty much. I mean, you also need like good items on your other slots. Like full Belgothian set alone is not gonna like be like OP, but for an endgame Blade Master, full Belgothian set can definitely be part of that endgame build for sure. Yeah. Like full Belgo set is like 90% of your endgame build, kinda. I mean, depending on like how hard the other items are to get. I'm not quite sure what you need on top of that, but... And I guess you could use like a Herpaderp Slicer now. It's your second weapon, right? A Dermapterion Slicer from Act 3. They should be pretty easy to farm now, actually. I'm not gonna do Ancient Grove today, I guess. No, I'm gonna do this like on the next episode. But I'm gonna go here real quick to just get the shrine, so that I can start leveling my Blizzard proc, right? I gotta check out if we can do Elena's quest as well, actually. And we can't yet, right? Yeah, we still need to be honored, right? Okay, oh well. So that's gonna be it then for the SoT Found episode 2 today. Thank you so much everybody for watching on YouTube as well, and I hope to see you around on episode 3 on top.
See you around.
Which MI did Azaleon get? He's bad, man. I thought he's gonna get one for sure, man. Azaleon the Forgotten. Azaleon the Eternal Meme.